Welcome back to Teachable Moments with April. This is Faithful Friday. I hope everybody is doing well and they are staying safe and healthy in this heat and humidity that we all are dealing with. For the past several days, ComEd has basically turned off our electrical power in order to do some type of maintenance, and you kind of have to sit tight and kind of go through it until they turn it back on. I still feel blessed because it could always be worse, can't it? So you have to think positive and just deal with it, I guess. Anyway, we are going to be reading from Mornings with Jesus. And the scripture for today is from James 2:26. For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place, and that's what I love about it. When I came across it, actually on Spotify, and I thought I'd always been wondering how to do it, how to make that transition into it. And Anchor has made it so easy, and I am so glad that I have found it, and I've started my podcast for my social skills group, and hopefully I can use it for my students as well in my class. So download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. Today's parable is by Pamela Toussaint Howard. When Jesus wants me to do something big, it always requires stepping off a cliff, or so it seems, trusting for a safe landing. Once it was laying hands on a neighbor I hardly knew. Another time it was moving across the country with only a week's notice to attend Bible college. Both times I was afraid of failing and admittedly afraid of looking dumb. Knowing Jesus was with me and that He had sent me was the only thing that propelled me to act. Sometimes we think we are waiting on God to move, but He's usually waiting for us. The day I decided to enroll in school, I was fed up. I told Jesus that I'd do anything He wanted me to do that day. Anything. I knew something had to change. I went to church and listened to the announcements for an opportunity. Nothing. I fellowshiped with friends afterward and expected someone to ask me to go on a missions adventure. Still nothing. At 6 p.m., I got upset and said, "Lord, I said I'd do anything you asked me to do today, and today is almost over." I heard Him answer, "But it's not over yet." Sitting at my desk minutes later, I looked up and saw the Charis Bible College brochure I'd had for months. This was the day to act on it. 1 week later, I was in Colorado Springs, sitting in class. It was one of the best decisions of my life and set me on course to receive blessing upon blessing. Think about the man in Luke 6:10, whom Jesus told, "Stretch out your hand." He received his healing only as he did so. Faith step. Take a step forward in faith on something you've gotten God's direction for, and see His provision as you go.